Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Avery and today's video is going to be a budget by paycheck using the software YNAB. So for my first paycheck of June, I got paid $1,688 and about 86 cents. I actually have a little more than that here to assign out into my various budget goals or categories or bills or whatever you want to call it. This is coming from $150 that my fiance Nathan sends to me that I then budget out for our dog Cece. And then I also had my 27th birthday the last time I have talked to you all. So I got $100 from my mother for a birthday present. So I'm going to assign that out as well. So if you're interested in this software, I'll leave a link down below. I've been using it for about 3 or 4 years now and I really like it. So if you're trying to find a different way to manage your finances, you can check out YNAB. It'll be a 34-day free trial, and if you subscribe using my link, you'll get an additional 30 days free, and I will also get a 30 days free. So thank you to anyone who has done that. But let's go ahead and get into it. I only have about 19 minutes before I need to leave and go do something else. Hopefully this is my last video where I am not on camera, so thank you for sticking with me. This is kind of how I started, and sometimes it's nice to just go back to that. I will say if it's loud outside, I'm sorry. There's a festival happening and then someone's right outside my window just like yelling. So that's how it's going. But yes, let's go ahead and focus on what my primary goal is every paycheck, which is going to set aside money for rent. I like to set this aside in advance, and if I remember correctly, I need to go into August rent and set aside $500. This covers my rent, utilities, and my internet, also kind of a utility. So $500 there. And then my second main priority, but I budget this one kind of in real time, I guess, so not in advance, is for my Roth IRA. I'm hopefully going to max it out. It's been an interesting experience trying to set aside the amount as I go along. It really does kind of constrain how much money I have for other things, but that's kind of the whole point of investing and saving for the future. So $267 there. This will get me almost to maxing it out by the end of the year, but I'll just cover the difference towards the end of the year, which is like $60. Now I have, let's see, $1,171 remaining. I'm going to take $100 and put it into my emergency fund. So let me get out of the bills, and it's going to be under debt and savings. My emergency fund took a bit of a hit this past year or during the beginning of this year. So we're going to go ahead and try and build that up. There's been a kind of a lot going on, so we're trying to slowly build it up again. So now I have $1,071.87 remaining. I need to cover this overspending. I did get another concert ticket, and I'm gonna see Marina. That's literally just her name, so $63.86 can go into there. I'll have to go to Detroit for that. I've been to concerts in Detroit. I just wish people would come to Ohio, because it's obviously easier if they just come to Ohio. It's going to be on a weekday, which isn't ideal, and it's kind of a weird weekday, but it's fine. I'll just take some time off or something like that, and this is one of my favorite artists, like, ever. Like her and Lana Del Rey, so I'm willing to travel a little bit for it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I have a couple of things I need to buy, mostly just hair supplies, and it's going to be, I think, $85. I actually need a little bit more than that, but what I need today, I can just get by probably with $85. And then I'm going to put extra money into my household category. I actually didn't realize I had money in this already, so if I go down to household bills, $30 in there already. I was going to put $50 in, but I'm probably still going to stick with $50. I need to get some household, like, organizing boxes or something, because my stuff is kind of just sitting out everywhere, so we need to get organized. That's what I did there. And then I'm going to put money into my medical category. I'm kind of playing cleanup now that I'm done with New York City, which I went to New York at the beginning of this month, and I did not end up spending all of that money. I probably will do a separate video talking more about how much I spent in New York. I was there for 4 days, but just know I was under budget, which is nice for once. So maybe at the end we will go in and clean that up a bit. So looking at medical, we're going to do $25 into medical supplies, and I'm actually going to snooze this category. I'm just done with it for the month. We're trying to make July kind of like the refresh month, so we're just kind of that's what's going on there. And then for medical bills, I'm gonna put 50 in here, and then same thing. I think I can go ahead and snooze it. That should be enough to cover some pending medical bills. I need to put $20 into donations. So the financial diet, Chelsea from the financial diet, it's funny because me and Nathan, so it's a company, but she's like the face of the company. Me and Nathan will watch that channel and we'll just discuss the videos. But whenever we talk about her, we'll say something like, so Chelsea from the financial diet, like that's because I think that's how she introduces herself. So yeah. I was watching Chelsea from the Financial Diet's fundraiser that she was doing on the channel. It was like a live stream. So I ended up donating to it and it cost me $20. So I'm going to put $20 in there. That can be covered, and I'm going to snooze the category as well. And then how much do I have left? $778.01. I need to go ahead and make sure I cover stuff for the dog's expenses. So going in here, I have this broken up to pet insurance. We'll put $16.43. I'm also going to do, I think, half of the groom. So, because we kind of have some money in there and it shouldn't cost this much, but just to get a little bit ahead, but I'll snooze it after because I think I'm done with it for the month. Food and treats, same thing. I'm going to put half in and then snooze it. In July, she is going to have another delivery of her food. I think I finally have it on a cadence of I can finally set up an auto ship for something because I'm not much of an auto ship person. It's just hard to know exactly when you're going to need it. And then I'm going to put the remaining $75.32 of the $150. Yes, I did some of this math in advance. $75.32 into her vet category. She does need to do something, but I don't remember what it is. I'll have to go look at the vet's reminders. So hopefully what I have in there is enough money. And moving on from that, I have $628.01 remaining. I have my my yearly auto maintenance scheduled for, what is it called? For July. And I need to whenever I get closer to like a yearly expense, that's when I start putting a little bit extra in there just to like pad the category. Because we only have $385.89, but if I also include the oil change, which I separated out, I have $535.89, so we're not doing horrible. But of course, you never know what they find when you do a yearly service, so if we can get some extra in there, that would be nice. So $485.89 there. I kind of want to put another $15 in here and get this up to $500. But I didn't really plan for that, but we'll just go ahead and do it. $14.11, so there's that. $513.90 remaining. I think with this remaining amount, I'm going to go into July and cover some of July's bills. So I'm going to open up every category. We're going to do $34.17 into phone. We'll skip the household since it's not really a bill, it's more of a sinking fund. Car insurance, I save for this twice, so I pay for it twice a year. So I have a sinking fund set up to save for it over time. 75 there. Let's do half of fuel. We'll skip parking because it has some good money in there. We're going to do $16.95 for tires. I did get new tires at the beginning of the year, so this is me kind of already saving for the next set of tires. And I think the goal is like $1,000. Yeah. Since it was my birthday a few weeks ago, I had to pay for my car registration. I don't know how much you pay in other states, but in Ohio, it cost me about $73 for my annual car registration. Let me know if you spend less money than that. What's interesting about it is the actual amount that the state charges is like $30, and then depending on what county you're in, they charge a county tax for that. I guess that's just a way to generate revenue. So my hometown, you actually pay quite a bit less than my current town or my current county that I'm in pays for car registration. But I know in other states, car registration can be even more expensive. And then there's also, if you have an electric car, that can cost more. Ohio also doesn't have emissions testing, so I don't know if that adds an expense to your yearly car registration. But anyways, since I've had that come out, I am just restarting the sinking fund for next year, so $625 is going in there. And then I'm gonna do $200 into groceries. I'm actually kind of doing okay in June with groceries. You see, I already have $380.75 in here. For starters, I thought I had put aside $400 for the whole month, but I'd put aside $500. And that being said, things can go south super fast, so I'm not counting on this $380.75 or any significant portion of it to roll over, because you never know what could happen with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. I think I might decrease the groceries category down to $400, but for now we'll just put $200 in there, so about half. Then the $141.53 remaining, I need to go ahead and put money. I'm trying to get back into the habit of setting aside money for my student loans. I don't know when the repayment will restart, but to get back in the habit of it, let's put half of what I need into there. So $95. Oh, I'm going to put the extra $5 in there because I'm kind of saving as I go along. So now I'm at $1,000 saved for my student loans. Then if they go back into repayment before they do and before the interest starts accruing again, I'm on the save plan, which is a mess. I will make a payment towards them. That's the goal. Although I've kind of been contemplating moving this into my income replacement fund, aka my emergency fund, so I can start saving, like building that up again. But we will see. For now, I'm going to leave it in student loans. And then the remaining $41.53, I just had TMS done over the past couple weeks, or 8 weeks, I think. And I am paying that off on a monthly payment plan. So it's $135 a month. I'm just going to put the $41.53 in there I'll need for July. Finally, I think since I have some time, let's go into the New York City categories. I'm going to move this all to ready to assign. This is kind of what I had left over. We ended up not doing the 9/11 museum, so we didn't spend that money. So the $234.31 remaining, I'm going to put this straight into my income replacement fund. I thought about putting this in like a clothing category because honestly, I kind of need new clothes. I feel like I always need new clothes. I don't buy a whole lot of clothes, but I never have clothes that are very good. But right now, anyways, the point is I've decided I'm not doing that. So I'm actually just going to put it into my income replacement fund and it will be fine. So $234.31 there. So we're up to $1,024.69 in there, which is nice. Because over here, if we look at my total cash on hand, I have about $10,000, maybe a little less with my credit card payments pending, but I don't know if it'll show me in the past. If you look at my old videos, probably like 6 or 8 months ago, I had closer to like 15,000. So we've been spending down quite a bit for the first 2 quarters of 2025. So now we're trying to build back up again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you'd hit the like button. If you want to see more budgeting content like this, definitely subscribe and stick around. I hope you are having a great month of June, but I'll see you all in the next one. Bye now.